Let's talk about this hate on body game shit, man. I know I already went live and talked about this a little bit, but with 2025, man, it's been it's been at the all time high, man. It's been at an all time high, man. It's obviously it's online, it's in person, it's all that stuff. The mate guarding be happening, man. The dudes, listen. The thing that intrigues and interests most people when they first get in shape is that the people who hate them is not the chicks. The chicks love them. They get more chicks, and they're like, okay, I'm getting chicks for chicks. They're just always shocked by how much guys start to hate them, how many haters they have, how their friends start to turn against them and be like, oh wow, it's just your genetics because I can stop eating this whenever I want to, or I can get like you too if I had your genetics. And they just start hating on you and be like, bro, like I don't have the time, or like, yeah, I just have kids, just goofy shit like that. Bro, if you lack time and you have kids, you should be shredded then, because you have less time to eat, which inherently means you should be eating less. How the fuck are you eating more than I am? How are you eating more than other people? Because you lack discipline. But people hate to hear that shit. And every time you walk into a room, when you're in shape, you have to realize you are showing other people, you are holding up a mirror to other people and showing them what they can be, but what they're not, because of their inadequacies and their lack of discipline. And it drives them nuts. All right. It drives them nuts. Now, before anybody says, like, I don't care about being in shape, commenting on a video about being in shape, about not caring about being in shape, is the definition of caring, right? You're saying that because you care. But you want people to agree with you and say stuff like, yeah, I don't care either. And you'll be like, oh, okay, I feel better. We have a community. Misery loves fucking company. Period. All right. There are no benefits to being 20% body fat plus. All right. Wait, let me think about the benefits. There are none. There aren't. Is there benefits to having a big stomach? No. Unless you rest your beer on it or something. There's literally no benefits to having a big stomach. There's no benefits to being out of shape. There isn't. All right. All these sexless relationships and sexless marriages, it's because of that. All right. Cheating culture is pretty bad right now. But you're not helping yourself when you're out of shape. Period. All right, but yeah, you're gonna get a lot of hate from dudes. Just get used to this shit. It's gonna be a lot of shade from dudes, and I recommend the way dudes crash out these days, right? The way the way dudes are crashing out these days and stuff like that. I definitely recommend you really make sure that you focus on quality friends over quantity. I'd rather have two quality friends than 20 friends. Just like 20 whatever friends. You know what I mean? I don't want, like, none of my homeboys go out drinking and shit like that, 24/7. They might every once in a while, but they're staying lean. They ain't fucking around. They're gonna stay lean. They're gonna be in shape. Their shoulder waist ratio is always gonna be good. They're gonna be at least, at most 15% body fat. That's just, it is what it is. And one of my friends, he just had a kid, and guess what? He's still lean as shit because his habits and what he eats. He controls what he eats. It's not like when he had a kid. Now the kid's like, hey yo, I'm gonna tell you what to eat now, okay, dad? That's not how it fucking works. All right. So all those excuses, goofy as hell. All right, goofy stuff. Some of the leanest people I've known and I've seen are dads, literally. And some of the most disciplined women I've seen are moms. It's what you do with your time. We all got the same 24 hours. So another thing is, like, people try to downplay your shit. Besides genetics, they'll be like, yeah, man, I mean, what kind of gear you taking, bro? I'm not taking gear. All right, bro. Whatever, bro. Like, they're basically saying, like, there's no way you can get that physique without being on steroids, because they can't imagine actually being consistent and putting in the work. You see what I'm saying? And most people want the results, but they won't want to put in the work. We all know that shit. You see what I'm saying? But just like I said, man, just get used to the hate, man. The make garden and shit is annoying. Like, I be getting, people be staring at me in the gym and shit. Listen, I usually be covered up like a motherfucker in the gym. You know what I mean? Unless I'm doing like a flexing video or some shit. But like, I'll usually be covered up in the gym. And then people be like, okay, this dude's not in that good a shape. Or maybe he's just skinny or some shit like that. And then I do a flexing video. They're like, what the fuck? That nigga's shredded. And they'll see like their girl look at me. Then they'll give me like a stare, like look at me. I'm like, bro, control your girl's eyes, bro. You can't. It's genuine desire. You see what I'm saying? But don't get mad at me. But yeah, like I said, the way dudes crashing out these days, man. Like, you really want quality friends. You want friends who are locked in. And the sooner you get friends, the sooner you surround yourself with people, or you only associate with people who are locked in and in shape, the faster you'll get in shape and the less excuses you make. Because the average dude, 28% body fat, is just making excuses over and over again. It is very, honestly, scientifically, physically, mentally, and in actuality, it is very hard to get to 28% body fat. You have to overeat and feel pretty shitty 24/7. That means that on the days where you feel tired, you didn't eat that much food, you still overeat. That's what it means. Simple. Our bodies are meant to move. Our bodies are meant to be in motion, are meant to be healthy, are meant to be lean. That's what we're made for. All right. Even back in the old days, hunters, soldiers, you know, always like as men, you need a purpose and you need to be out there doing what you need to do. All right. That's how we get fulfillment. We get fulfillment through purpose. Now, another thing is everybody wants to be lean because anytime you play a video game, anytime you watch an anime, you're inspired by the lean guy. Anytime you're watching a superhero movie, you're like, dang, bro, how does Thor look like that? And then you see your wife or your girlfriend looking at Thor like, oh my god. When you watch Creed, you see how shredded he got. You know what I mean? You see how shredded Michael B. Jordan got, and your girl's looking at him like, oh my god, why don't you look like that? And you see the comment section and be like, damn, I just looked at my boyfriend and I'm sad. They say that shit all the time. I posted some shit on TikTok and a bunch of the comments were like, oh my god, I just looked at my boyfriend, I'm sad. Oh my god, like I'd smash you raw. All this shit in the comments and stuff like that. Just genuine fucking desire. All right, that a lot of chicks don't get with their girlfriend with their boyfriend or husband because he's not in shape. All right, there's literally, and I'm not saying get in shape for that, but like you can read some Sigmund Freud. You can read whatever you want to. Dudes are just motivated by chicks, man. So like I said, man, I be telling y'all, man, get in shape for yourself. Y'all don't give a fuck, bro. Y'all be like, man, shut that shit up. And I'm like, yo, you get in shape, bro. The chicks start choosing. You're like, what? Cause me, I got in shape because I was sick of being skinny and getting disrespected. You see what I'm saying? Now, because I had so little. No, I'm not gonna say little. Because I had unsuccess with chicks, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be lean, but I'm still not gonna get chicks. Like that's just what I thought. I was like, I'm gonna put on muscle, but I'm still not gonna get chicks. I assumed that. I was like, if I get something, it's gonna be chop shit. That's what I assumed. And I put on that muscle, I started, getting attention from slim thick Latinas, slim thick black chicks, slim thick, white girls and all this shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on, bro? What, like, is it the cologne I'm wearing? No, I wasn't wearing cologne, nigga. It was the physique. Period. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's also my energy, my aura, my focus. All that shit matters. But yeah, man, like, you're gonna get a lot of jealousy because every time, like, you're a threat to your friends. Because if your friends are going out to get some chicks, right, or you're out of shape friends, like, that's why they hate on you. Like, if you're out of shape friends, you guys are all going out to, like, your friends are probably trying to get some chicks, and you're just chilling, you're vibing. You know what I mean? Chicks are gonna notice that you're vibing, but they're also gonna notice that you're in shape, and your friends are out of shape, and your friends are gonna be doing more work and getting less results, right? Because they just don't have what the chick wants. Period. Or you'll be at work and chicks will start filling on your arms. Chicks will start complimenting you and stuff. All the chicks will go up to you and talk to you. Dudes are gonna be jealous of that shit too. Listen, everywhere I worked at, dudes used to like kind of like try to size me up, and I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to get no chicks here, bro. If I accidentally, smash, she just accidentally fell on it, bro. I promise to God, bro, I'm not trying to get any chicks here, bro. Like, I'm always chilling. There's always a dude that's like trying to like control every chick there. They're trying to get every chick or whatever, and they're always like, hey, what's up to me? And then they're like watching what I do, and I'm like, yo, I ain't talking to nobody. All right, they talk to me, type shit. So you're gonna get a lot of that attention. So you can get a lot of haters from that shit too. Cause yeah, in a working space, you're in shape. And anywhere you work, I don't care. Especially the medical field so out of shape is crazy. So if you're a lean dude in the medical field, bro, like, it's gonna be the craziest shit that most chicks have seen. You know what I mean? And then there's a lot of young bad nurses and shit like that. You know what I mean? So they're gonna be on your shit type shit. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, man, just be ready for that hate on Bodygame, man. Be ready for your friends trying to hit up chicks that they know you're talking to or are interested in you. Get ready for your friends downplaying your success and being like, you only have this because of that, or oh, you just got lucky. A lot of people say, oh, you have more time. All that shit don't listen. Everybody, I don't care who you are, right? Most people are in worse shape than the president, like Joe Biden and Trump. Most people are in worse shape than that. You can't tell me that you have less time than the president of the United States. You feel me? Period. Most people are in worse shape than the president of China. You can't tell me that you have less time than the president of China. You don't. You're just not utilizing your time properly. That's all it is. All we got, like, everyone is like they don't have time. So they're busy. Who are you, bro? Are you an FBI agent and Superman and Batman at the same time? Nigga, Batman saved the city and ran Wayne Enterprise, and he still had time to work out and shit. Now that was part of him saving the city, obviously, but you have less time than Batman and the Arrow and the president. Like, who are you, bro? In reality, you're just like, in reality, most people that I talk to that say like, I don't got time, I break down their schedule. I'm like, okay, you work 40 hours a week. That's less than I've ever worked. Period. All right, you work 40 hours a week. You pick up one shift every once in a while. You have so many. You have so many other hours. What are you doing with the rest of your hours? Watching Netflix, watching your football team, watching your soccer team, going out drinking with the boys. Okay, cool. Okay, going out drinking again. Okay, just kind of scrolling through TikTok. Okay, you're just not utilizing the time. You have the fucking time. All right, like I can't like you guys act like you own like a crazy like the busiest company in the world, and it's the most important company. Like all of you guys act like you're Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, president of China, United States. Most presidents are in better shape than most Americans, and they have less time. You're not gonna sit here and tell me you have less time than Elon Musk. Period.